Another paint and chill video. This time, Adaptus Mechanicus. Hi guys, welcome back to another Forge Solace Paint. I'm Wayne. You might have seen a video a couple of weeks back where I prepared a mini for painting. A few people asked me what I did with that mini. Well, I painted it up for a friend's birthday, like I say. Let's find out what I did with it. But before we do, if you've not already, please do subscribe. It really does help me out. What I want to do is make high quality content and give something back to the community. Alright guys, let's hit the painting desk and see what we came up with. Hi guys, a little bit of a different format this time. Most of the techniques I've used here I've already covered in other videos, so I'm not going to go too in depth and be explicit with them. I'm just going to kick back and have a natter to you as I paint away on this. So as you can see, it's a Admech Enginseer, I think that's how you pronounce it. And I've started off by putting into a couple of sub-assemblies, which there's a video already showing. And then I'm base coating over the top of a zenithal highlight. So I base coated this black, then top down spritz with a grey. And all I'm doing in the first instance is I'm hitting it with Vallejo aluminium. Now this is a really bright, shiny metallic colour, a little bit thinned down. And the reason I'm doing that is rather than using loads of different coloured metallics, as you can see here, I'm glazing over the top of that aluminium base with, in this case, Citadel Seraphim Sepia. And that gives almost like a burnished gold colour to it. Now I'm not doing it on it all, and what you'll notice that I do is I give multiple areas a couple of passes and it darkens it down, so it goes from silver in some places to this burnished gold to almost like a bronzy colour. And it's just a real fast, easy cheating way of getting a lot of interesting various tones without having to swap around multiple paints. So here what you see them doing is, rather than painting with actual paints, for the most part this entire model was started off using just washes. So over the top of that zenithal highlight, because I'm quite neat when I've painted the metallic parts, I thought I'd just take advantage of that zenithal and go in with Nuln Oil, get all the cables hit, and it just saves me a couple of steps later on rather than having to highlight them individually or darken the shadows. Most of the work's already done, so I'm just using the Nuln Oil almost as a filter to bring other bits down. And I actually hit some of the metallics as well that we hit with the Seraphim Sepia earlier on, and then that just adds a little bit more interest as well. Rather than just having the same tones, the same level of metallics all over, it adds more of that grime, that wear that you would expect. So here I am, just blocking in the remainder of the colour of the model. It's a pretty simple model to paint, to be honest. So there's a few belts and pouches, and I'm going to use a Citadel contrast paint here, and it's snakebite leather. It's a wonderful colour. I absolutely adore using this as a base. So you'll notice I'm being quite careful as well. What I don't want to do is have to touch up the cloak, the cape, whatever it is, because I'm going to take again advantage of those zenithal highlights in the next stage, which is pretty much finishing off the majority of the model with the cape. So being as careful as I can be here. It's been a real fun miniature to paint. Next up I'm going to hit it with a coat of a really vibrant colour, Vallejo Model Air Red. Now I've thinned this down a little bit because again I want to take advantage of those pre-shading highlights we've got with the zenithal. And all I'm going to do is, again very carefully, paint in all of the cape, cloak, whatever it is. It needs a couple of passes to get to a reasonable level of opacity, but what I'm not doing is reapplying it into the shaded parts, so that I'm not covering what we've already built upon with the pre-shading. I'm just making it lighter towards the lighter points, adding a little bit of orange along the way just to get some natural highlights in there. And for the inside of the cape, very simply, just going to paint it all with Citadel Zandri Dust. That's exactly what we want, and with that all of the base colours are done and we're on to the next stage. So far it's been a really fun miniature to paint as this. So getting those cog designs around the edge of the cloak, that's a little bit difficult, and I didn't have much fun doing this part, to be honest. But what I did, I started with Core X White, and I made one small line, made sure it was in the place that I wanted it to be, and then I gradually made it thicker, using thin coats up until I got to the point it was the right thickness, and then I started to build up the colour to get to the level of opacity that I wanted. Now Core X White is quite a grey white, which is what we want, because otherwise if you use pure white we've nowhere to go with the highlights. So using something like this, or maybe a really light grey, makes more sense, and then you can just hit the highlights with pure white if you want to highlight it. You don't have to if you don't want. This model is full of detail. You could spend weeks on it just painting all the little gubbings and gizmos on there, but I've done it fairly quickly, to be honest. And here we are, I'm just putting the last few details on, really. So sorting out all the lenses, tying them in with the rest of the models that he's already got in his army, so he's using a pink glow on there, painting all the little screens on the arms and such, and the leather wrap on the axe, things like that. Again, all I've really used was washes to glaze everything in. It's been a really easy, chilled out, fun paint job. Like I say, all of the techniques I've already covered in other videos, so do give those a look and let me know what you think about this, guys. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy the reveal. Catch you next time. Hope you enjoyed that one, guys. A nice quick one, easy paint job, and something that really worked for him. Hopefully you'll like it, but if not, you can always paint over it. It's only paint. Well, that's it, guys. Don't forget, I do live stream here on YouTube a couple of times a week. Make sure to follow me on the socials so that you know when I'm going to go live. Come along, grab a coffee, sit down, do some hobby, let's have a chat. Until next week, remember, if you're going to do crack, make sure it's plastic. See ya!